Hello everyone, let's go over the flow mapper material function. The examples in the package are already quite thorough, but just in case. Let's say we want to add a bit more life to this flame. I'm gonna make this texture sample a texture object. There, and I'm gonna grab a random noise texture, in this case some clouds, and I'm gonna plug that into the second one. I'm gonna get the R channel or flow map output channel into the emissive color. There. I also use the R channel, it only outputs the red channel of the texture. And you already have some effect, though it's a bit over the top. So let's reduce the flow map strength. There. And now add some additional life. You can play around with the different noise textures. And some might work better than others, so keep that in mind. It's always play around with it until you find something that you like. Let's go over some of the other outputs. If your texture has an alpha channel, I'm actually not sure if this one has, it has. You can use that for the opacity. Let me show with the background. There. Okay, flow map texture size. If I want to change the size of this one, I can use the texture size. You can use a scalar or a V2, depending on what you want. You get different results. Okay, so basically it changes the texture size of this one. You also have time, and in case you want to speed it up or use a sign or whatever, so let's do a debug time sign and plug that in. That goes back and forth, or if I grab a time and multiply that with a higher value than it originally has, it should go faster, as you can see here. Okay, now obviously I also added a speed, so in case you don't want to play around with the time, you can use the speed value as well. The reason why I added a time input is because sometimes you want to control it over time, like with a dynamic node, a blueprint, or whatever. The flow map band offset, generally you don't need to tweak it, but we can play around with it just to see what it does. At 0 it does this, at 1 should be fine. Maybe a better way to really showcase this is with the debug time sign. There we go. That way you can see the difference a little bit more. It tries to offset the additional flow map. Okay, additional noise. In case you want to add some additional noise to your texture, you can just grab a texture node and plug that in. It adds a little bit more variation. Let's try plug in another one. It's minor, but it's there. And it takes a little bit of the shape of that noise texture as well. So just some additional creative features. And again, you can change the UV channel if you want. And while do not suggest it, you can also obviously plug in a UV distortion. Though I would probably say don't do that. Though creative stuff is always welcome, of course. That should be it for the Luos Flow Mapper. Hopefully that helped. Take care.